Hey everybody, it's your Oily Mama Morgan here, and I'm going to be talking with you a little bit about oils and breastfeeding. So I am no expert, of course. I am not a doctor, not a nurse, not a lactation consultant or anything. I am just a breastfeeding mama myself. Might be a self-proclaimed breastfeeding Nazi, if I can say that. And I'm currently nursing my daughter. She's 25 months. And it has been a rough road. I will tell you that breastfeeding is not easy. So if you are new to breastfeeding or even have come a long ways, hang in there. It does get better, I promise. Okay, so first let's talk about everyone's go-to, fennel. F-E-N-N-E-L. I know it's backwards, sorry. Fennel oil is a great one to increase supply for some women. Of course, oils are not an exact science and are not going to work for everybody the same. It does work for me, however. So the way that I like to take it best is in a capsule. So I will put 1 drop in a capsule and top it with carrier oil and take it twice a day if I need a boost in supply. Reasons I might need a boost in supply are like if my daughter is sick or I'm sick, or if she hasn't nursed as frequently, things like that. So that is fennel. Some other people might have dips in supply due to medications or going back to work after maternity leave. So that is some reasons that you might take fennel. You can also alternate fennel with basil. Oh, sorry, that's marjoram. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Basil, they're similar in color. So you only want to take fennel for 10 days at a time because it can increase output to the urinary tract. I know it's kind of weird. So only take fennel 10 days at a time. So you could start with fennel and then alternate to basil, back and forth, back and forth. But of course, these oils are only going to work if you're correcting the problem. So you need to bring the baby to the breast more or pump more if that's the case in order to get your supply up. They are not a miracle cure, okay? So they are only there to fix a short-term problem, all right? Another way to take it would be in like a teaspoon of honey or in tea, if that's your fancy. You can also use it topically above the glands and at the spine, on the spine at the breast level. I hope that's helpful. Something else that I find helpful is when, especially early on nursing, I would get cramping and pain in my upper back, and I would use marjoram oil. So I would use that topically. So just 1 drop in a carrier, you could even put it on neat, it's up to you. It depends on how oily you are. And marjoram really is helpful with that along with copaiba, okay? Something else we should probably talk about is that you don't want to use these supply boosters too soon. You don't want to use them within the first 5 days, certainly, because you want your milk to come in naturally. You could actually cause oversupply problems. Colostrum is good the first few days. I know it feels like your baby's starving, you're gonna cry, it's gonna be rough. Happened to me. But they have a teeny weeny tummy, the size of like a cherry, and so they are getting enough, I promise you, okay? So something else I like to reference for a lot of people that don't know about it is there's a website called kellymom.com, and we can post a link in the comments. And they have a list of herbs, and I also consider that oils to avoid while breastfeeding. Some of those include, the big one is peppermint. Peppermint is, in some women, can decrease prolactin levels, and you need a lot of prolactin in order to make breast milk. Some other ones on that list include oregano, sage, spearmint, and thyme. Another oil that's known to decrease supply is jasmine. So just be mindful when you're using these oils, especially in the first 6 months of nursing, before your supply is sufficiently established. And also, if you are looking to decrease supply for some reason, if it might be medically necessary or you're just coming toward the end of your journey, you can use those oils in order to dry up your supply as well. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for tuning in with me today, and have a great one.